Postecoglou, folks. I like him. I like him a lot. Old Ange on the scene. I like him. He's good. He really is good. He took the Premier League by storm to a great extent this year. Surprised a few people. And it's nice that a nice fella's doing well. But I've got to ask this, Tottenham fans. I've got to ask this. How is he going to do this weekend? And more importantly, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, with about half his squad missing? I ask because although they're scaling the heights, they've now got a good few injuries and a few important injuries. I know a team in Manchester, in the Red Half, that have had as many or more all year round to really important players. Don't get me wrong, the team aren't performing anyway. There's some individuals in it that aren't pulling the weight. There's no doubt about that in the United team, that is. But still, they've had a horrific injury list, more so than most anybody. And Erik is under massive pressure. They're all talking the sack. Everybody is. Everybody and the dog wants to talk about him. I'm wondering how Ange's going to cope for the next few weeks without many of his squad. We'll now see, firstly, what Spurs are made of. If it's what we've always thought of the last 20 years, they've got problems. But if they get sorted out and they come out of this next sort of 2 months in good order, then Ange must be the real deal. He must really be the real deal. You know, he's got to somehow get to January, to that transfer window, to strengthen up and also hopefully to get some players back. Say hopefully that's for himself and the fans there more than anybody else. But no, I think we'll see. Wolves aren't the greatest proposition in the world, but they might give them a game tomorrow. But I don't know your fixtures after that. But if you've got some difficult ones, I do wonder how you're going to be with half your squad missing. Let's see. Let's see if 3 or 4 weeks down the line, if it all goes pear-shaped, if it does, I'm not saying it will, but if it does, let's see if he gets anywhere near the same kind of grief old Erik gets. I'm sure he won't, because it's Spurs when all said and done. It's not the mighty Reds, the mighty Manchester United. But, as I say, Erik hasn't been playing off a level playing field this year. Let's see how Ange does without. I want him to do well, to be honest with you. Not that I'm a Spurs lover, although they play good football, but I like the guy a lot. I really do. And I know a mate of mine called Linda does as well. Considering they've got rid of Kane, you know, well, not got rid, they didn't let him go, but considering he's gone, they're pulling up trees, considering you thought it'd have been a monster miss, but they're managing to do well without him. And it's all credit to old Ange, so let's see how it goes.